Right now at 6, the governor's unprecedented 30-day food assistance disaster declaration. The state says they'll use up to $10 million from funding set aside for village water safety projects to make sure more than 66,000 Alaskans continue receiving SNAP benefits.
That comes as the Trump administration also announced a partial solution by shifting $450 million in unused tariff money to keep the Women, Infants, and Children Food Assistance Program, or WIC, afloat for an estimated 3 weeks.
Leftover tariff funds will not be used to keep SNAP operations fully funded. Instead, the U.S. Department of Agriculture is tapping $4.65 billion from its contingency fund.
That federal SNAP funding will cover about only half of the month for eligible households, and that is part of the reason why Governor Mike Dunleavy said he announced the disaster declaration for Alaska. 2 action items being taken.
The first of those, his administration is working with federal contractors to load EBT cards. The second action, the Alaska Department of Health will work with food banks to boost resources for those in need. The declaration will last no longer than 30 days or until the federal government reopens. A complete breakdown of how all this is going to work is live right now on our website and mobile app.
And there's been a lot of unknown in recent weeks leading up to these announcements of supplemental funding for SNAP. Alaska has at least 15 food banks and pantries statewide, already seeing an increase in need even before the payments stopped. At Lutheran Social Services Food Bank and Mobile Food Bank, we're being told the beginning of the month tends to be slower because people are using their SNAP benefits at a grocery store. November, we're told, is already different. Our investigative team is tracking that. Augusta, you spent a little time at the Lutheran Social Services Food Bank. What did you learn this week?
Sure, John. Their director of operations, Dean Humphreys, did tell me on Friday that they saw a 200 family increase between October of last year and October this year. And he thinks a big part of that was concerns about November SNAP payments not going out. He said for November, they do expect to see significant increases if SNAP payments are delayed, even up to 50 to 60% increase in their service numbers.
You mentioned families, but how many people does Lutheran Social Services typically serve at that location?
Yeah, John, exactly. They help about 3,000 people per month, but they're seeing some new faces already. Humphreys did tell me their intake teams are processing new people who usually rely just on SNAP and their income combined for monthly groceries. But he says without SNAP or with partial SNAP, those folks are needing to come to the food bank for the first time. So in Alaska, more than 66,000 people use SNAP benefits every month, as we've talked about, which is a total of $25 million worth of federal money coming into the state.
And Augusta, that's just one example. What's happening across the state. We appreciate you. The investigative team will continue to follow SNAP changes. You can watch the full report on our website, also on the late edition. And if you have a tip, email us to investigates@ktuu.com.
With SNAP benefits being threatened and more frigid days coming, many Alaskans are facing uncertainty.
In Fairbanks, a local soup kitchen already feeling an increase in pressure to help everyone they can. We spoke with Hannah Hill, the executive director of Stone Soup Cafe.
Today, the first day that we were impacted by this, we saw a substantial increase in service. Last week, we were serving high 140s for hot meals a day and maybe 160 sack lunches. This morning, Monday, we did 192 hot lunches and over 200 sack lunches.
According to Hill, 2022 was the last time resources have been stretched this thin. She says aid agencies cannot fully replace the need for government-funded programs, for example, SNAP.
According to Feeding America, which is one of the largest anti-hunger networks in America, for every one meal that's provided by a charity organization like mine, SNAP provides 9. The local network, despite support, despite the love of our community, cannot fulfill the role and responsibility of our government.
For those looking to help, Stone Soup Cafe can be reached by phone. That number on your screen, 907-452-1974. Or you can go online, breadlineak.org.
And now we want to give you a first alert to dropping temperatures this week and increasing chances for snow.
Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry joins us with the first alert forecast. Melissa.
Yeah, John and Gusto, we have been waiting for winter to really set in for much of the state. We've been flirting with it here or there, but not seeing many significant impacts. Those are starting to show up, though, so I want to make sure that you are prepared for those impacts this week, which we already saw this morning with icy road conditions. As we head into the next couple of days, that will continue to be a concern as temperatures are dropping back below freezing tonight for South Central. We do have 2 chances for snow and rain across the state this week. We are right now seeing relatively calm conditions, mid-30s in Anchorage and the Valley. You can see the sun has set with the daylight saving time coming to an end. It's pretty dark out there tonight. Fairbanks, though, the snow brightening things up a little bit there, and you're already used to those temperatures dipping into those mid-teens. We are seeing temperatures now dropping to that freezing mark at the Camel Creek Science Center, close to it out on Muldoon. 34 now as you head down Glen Highway and Eagle River. And I do expect all of these temperatures to be below freezing overnight tonight. That means icy roads are likely for your morning commute, and we do still have showers that are moving through. They're scattered, they're pretty light, but as those showers move through, we're still seeing a wintry mix in Seward and Whittier and Valdez, and I do expect that to transition to snow in Anchorage and the Valley overnight tonight. Similar to what we saw last night, not seeing any significant or widespread accumulation, but be prepared for those light snow showers in and out, with high temperatures returning to the mid-30s in Anchorage, mid-20s in Fairbanks with sunshine to start your day, some rain to start the day in Juneau at 43 for your high temperature, and staying quiet down the west coast with high temperatures for you returning to the mid-20s. We'll take a closer look at your 7-day forecast and that second chance for snow here in a few minutes.
All right, First Alert, thank you. And Melissa and our team of meteorologists are always working to be the first to alert you of significant weather impacts. For forecasts focused on your particular neighborhood and community, download our First Alert Weather app on your smartphone, your tablet, of course, 24/7, the Weather Channel on your Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
And developing now, Kenai Aviation announced it will cease operations. The company's founder, Joel Caldwell, says he had the vision to start it all 7 years ago and has fought financial difficulties stemming from things like expensive maintenance and the COVID pandemic.
Well, Caldwell says that he loved connecting Alaskans. He also loved working with his staff. He released a statement reading in part, "This can't be the end of the story. A tough chapter, yes, but the book is not through. While today all flights cease operations, who knows what tomorrow will hold? It's hard to ground a vision," unquote.
And although Election Day is 1 year away, the race for governor is full steam ahead. More than a dozen candidates are trying to take that position.
As we count down, political reporter Will Courtney bringing back our podcast, Alaska's Political Pipeline, chronicling the race and how candidates who may not even be in the race yet could shape the future of Alaska.
James, kind of walk me through your understanding of where this race currently stands more than a year out from Election Day, or like actually as we're talking today, a year exactly until Election Day.
Right. And ironically, even with 13 people in the race, one of the biggest questions right now is about somebody who's not even in the race, and that's former U.S. House Representative Mary Peltola. It's a real question of will she, won't she, for both the governor's race and the U.S. Senate race.
That full conversation available right now on our website, mobile app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. New editions of Alaska's Political Pipeline are available every Monday. A new planetarium is coming to the University of Alaska Fairbanks, making it the most northern facility of its kind in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, and as the community waits for construction to finish, Alaska's News Source had an opportunity to catch up with the planetarium's new director, talking about the new plans and the mission.
A lifetime of passion for astronomy. 12 years at planetariums in Anchorage, now Omega Smith has come to Fairbanks to run the new planetarium, expected to open in late February.
Having the planetarium here, it gives me a really great opportunity to share the stories of the research and the stories being born right here in Fairbanks in the interior.
Meanwhile, Smith is preparing material for the opening, teaching visitors about the interior.
May it be the indigenous stories, how the ways of knowing about our night sky from this perspective in this unique area on the world, and the stories of the research being done here on this campus and around Fairbanks.
The building's exterior is nearly complete. Crews working inside to get the facility ready to accept the public. When completed, the planetarium will be named for a donor couple who gave $7.4 million to the project.
It's incredible to be able to work with people who have that much passion and generosity towards teaching sciences, especially to the youth of the community.
Administrators also want to hear from the public, with the comments section available on the facility's website. Alex Spengel, Alaska's news source.
Very cool. We're looking forward to seeing that project completed.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be out of this world.
That's right.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.